2015 it is. There's not a full reg, but that's 2015 and it's a Nissan Micra. That's the shape and that's how it looks. We've just removed this alternator, as you can see, and I'll show you how I've accessed it. Basically, so first of all, just remove the wheel, 21mm wheel nuts, move the wheel arch liner, and that was just so we can access the drive belt and the tensioner. The tensioner works like this. So you've got a 13mm nut just here, and you'll slack that, and then you'll have one that's going in. Where's my finger? Sorry. So you'll have one behind it that's going in vertically. See if I can get underneath and show you, like maybe through there. Can you possibly see that? I'll get my finger on it maybe. I think it's that one there, yeah. And then that loosens and tightens the tensioner. So you're gonna slack off this bolt, slack off the one on the pulley. Where is it? Here. So let's run that loose, and then this bolt takes the tensioner back and forth, and then that will help you to remove or tension the drive belt. Just above that bolt you can see the hole for the alternator. So just above the tensioner you can see the bottom of the alternator, and you can see the hole, and that's the long bolt just sitting on the pivot. I didn't actually remove them, so I can't tell you how they've come out, but you can see it, so it should be quite obvious. Access to the alternator bolts are going to be here. You've got a small bolt just running in there, and then you've got the long one, which is just opposite it, and they were looking like 13mm, I think. I'll show you better on the one that's out. So you've got the one on the top, and then you've got the long one that runs in on the bottom. You've got 3-pin plug, and you've got your live, which is just there, quite easy to access. Your live will be behind this little red tab. All right, access, because once we've got all of that removed, how do we get it out? We've just removed this radiator support. I don't have enough space or time to explain how, but it was quite straightforward. There'll be a few 10mm bolts and everything that attaches to it. Basically, we've got this little cable. I've also removed that just attaches there, and then we've got a few clips as well, and these clips will be going into the bumper. Once you've started removing a few components, you'll see it start to move. Once you get that out of the way, there's more than enough space and access for you to remove your old alternator and then insert the new. Well, just to try and make it a little more helpful, I've put back a few of the fixings. The alternator's in, plugged in and stuff, belts on, and it's just pretty much similar to as I described. So just putting this back, like I say, look, you can see it. You can see the whole thing moves. So you've got the 10mm, you've got one there, you've got a little earth cable that needs removing. This cable's going to clip into here. Majority of the time it's just the fixings on the bumper I'm trying to show you. So you'll have the frame, and you'll have these. They go into the bumper like that. Yeah, I think there's 4 or 5 of them. I think the bumper goes on top. These ones are sitting wrong. I'll flip them around in a minute. And you've also got these ones here. So you can see how I've put the clips in. And there's 1, 2, 3, and then there's that one as well. Couple 10mm, like I mentioned, washer, but no coolant reservoir. And yeah, that's it. Once you've got these out, the whole thing pretty much comes out free from that, and that should then give you enough room to easily get your alternator out.